What's going on, all my spectacular Monster Jam fans out there? Welcome to another commentary. I know I didn't do one last week, but it's okay. Making up for it this week as we are in Lyon, France in 2018. Don't know what we're doing right now, but it's funny. We have Monster Jam out here again, making up because didn't get to do a commentary last week. We are here in racing already. We have Monster Dalmatian Cynthia Gauthier taking on Mark McDonald in El Toro Loco. The rest of the lineup we will announce with the races. But this is going to be a really good show today. Looking forward to it. We've got a lot of great drivers. And I'm excited to be back here doing a commentary. I've got a busy day today. Oh boy, Mark McDonald, a hard landing. Still crosses the finish line first. That is Cynthia Gauthier. Up next here, we have Morgan Kane and Gravedigger. He is going up against Zombie. That's Alex Danielson. Alex Danielson with a lead right now going over this jump. He's beating Morgan Kane. And Morgan Kane, though, makes it up in the last little stretch to win the race. So a good win for Morgan Kane there. That'll bring up the next race here. We have Dragon, and piloting Dragon is John Zimmer, as always, and he's going up against Peter Nyman and Earthshaker. A lot of the drivers are actually driving their normal truck, so it's not that difficult of a lineup to remember. Sometimes in international shows, you'll see like John Zimmer driving Monster Mutt, so it's not always guaranteed. But Peter Nyman's winning this race right now. John Zimmer has a little bit of ground to make up. But it looks like he's going to make it up as the American racer, John Zimmer's pulling out the win in Dragon. Up next here, we have Max D. That is going to be piloted by Neil Elliott, taking on Alex Blackwell in Megalodon. Neil Elliott and Alex Blackwell, two veterans of the sport who love to race. And crossing the finish line first by a landslide, it's Neil Elliott in Max D. Up next here in round number one, or actually looks like we're moving on to round number two. We're going to have Lindsay Reed and Scooby-Doo taking on Mark McDonald in El Toro Loco. Or no, this is still round one, but we have to have the final races because it's not an even bracket. So Lindsay Reed is going to have to take on Mark McDonald, who's already won a race in this round. I'm sorry the audio's weird. I don't really know what that is. It's just the video. And the win is going to go to Mark McDonald, who has now won two races in the same round. He is clearly looking pretty good. Up next here in round number one, we have Morgan Kane and Gravedigger taking on Todd the Duke and Monster Energy. The last race of round one are two black and green Monster Jam machines. This should be a good race. I gotta say, I like Monster Energy on the plain gray rims. For some reason, it just looks really cool to me. But it's not going to help him here in racing as Morgan Kane's going to take him down. It seems like mechanical issues are going to bring Todd the Duke's racing night to a close early. Morgan Kane, winning two races in round number one as well, is moving on to round number two. Now kicking off round number two, we have Mark McDonald and El Toro Loco taking on John Zimmer in Dragon. This should be a good race. This is a good mix of drivers here in this field today, which is why racing is looking really good, and John Zimmer is going to continue looking smooth. A lot of great racers are out here in the competition. Up next here in round number one, we have Neil Elliott in Max D taking on Gravedigger. Make sure you send a letter to your friends in the United States because Max D and Gravedigger are going head-to-head in round number two, and people aren't going to want to miss it. Morgan Kane in Gravedigger always does well internationally, but Neil Elliott represents Max D very properly. Oh boy, Neil Elliott's squirrely, but it doesn't matter. Morgan Kane lost a boatload of ground for some reason in that final turn. And even with a terrible final turn, Neil Elliott's moving on to the finals. So, round number 1 was a good one. Round number 2 is even better. But now we are here in the Monster Jam final round of racing. In the near lane, he has been fast all night. It's John Zimmer and Dragon. And in the far lane, he has been smooth all night, but he's not been as fast as John Zimmer. It's Neil Elliott in Max D. John Zimmer looking to pull a good win out of the hat, taking on Neil Elliott. But Neil Elliott right now looking to come back in this racing competition and beat out the favorite to win. And he's going to, in fact, Neil Elliott pulling out a huge win right straight from the cupboard. It is Max D. So we are now in the Monster Jam 2-wheel skills competition. And up first is Cynthia Gauthier in Monster Muck Dalmatian.
Va pas voir. Dommage. Bon work.
Cynthia Gauthier is French, so this should be a good show for her, and she's on 2 wheels. A pretty good hit there. I'm going to be giving them scores out of 20. I'm going to have to give that one an 8. The first hit at least. So Cynthia Gauthier going for hit number 2. Looks like it's going to be a bicycle. And it's not going to be a good one. Going to give her a 4, which will end her up with a score of 12 out of 20. A good run for the Dalmatian, but it's probably not going to get the win. Up next we have Alex Danielson in Zombie. Alex Danielson has always been a potentially great driver in Monster Jam, but he's never reached that full potential. He hopes to put some restoration in his potential here today, as he has fallen off a little bit over the past couple of years. Oh yeah, solid little wheelie. Gonna have to give that one a 7. Fans aren't going to be taking any naps during Zombies 1. It's obviously going to pump you up seeing this truck on the track. Seems like a sky wheelie is what he's got in store for us. Let's see if he can stun some of these fans with a really nice hit. The track does look really dry though. I mean, it's been very dusty. It seems like they didn't really water it down well enough. But he is going for this second hit here. Oh, wow! A really great second hit, and he's just walking that baby. And he's going to set her down. I'm going to give him a 9 for that hit, which will put him up to a 16. So Zombie looking pretty good. Up next we have Earthshaker. This is Peter Nyman. Going for his first hit. I love those white rims on Earthshaker. It looks so cool. And another really good slap, really better than Alex Danielson. I'm going to give that one an 8. So Peter Nyman and Earthshaker trying to tear it up here in Lyon, France. Trying to get a good band of hits here. Going for a second hit, not a great one. Going to give him a 5 for that, which will give him a 13 overall. That will put him in second place, though. Up next, we have Alex Blackwell in Megalodon. He's going to try and put a stop to the reign that Alex Danielson's been on since he has been in the hot seat. He's been there for one truck, but he definitely wants to put a little pin in that. Oh, not a good first hit there. Got to give Blackwell a 2 on that hit. So he's going to hope to redeem himself with his second hit, but it's impossible to beat the score that Danielson put up. But you got to be faithful, you know. I mean, Alex Blackwell's a good driver, but he is going for a wheelie here, it looks like. And he's going to walk it. Not a great one. Going to have to give him a 6 there, which will end him with an 8. Not a great score for Alex Blackwell. And up next, we have Lindsey Reed in Scooby-Doo. So here in the 2018 annual stop to Lyon, France, we're off to a pretty good start today. And Lindsey Reed is hoping to continue that today with a nice sky wheelie here in the two-wheel competition. Gonna have to give her a 7 there. That was pretty good. But as always in Lyon, France, as you could see, the shadows are starting to encroach. So Scooby-Doo going for a second hit. I gave her a 7 for the first one. Another really nice hit there, and I'm going to give her a 7 for that one, which will put her at a 14. A good score for Scooby-Doo. And now here is Monster Energy. This is Toddy LeDuc. Oh, not a good hit. Gonna give him a 2 for that one. I feel like they should make a Monster Jam movie. I think that'd be really cool. Like a 2-hour movie about monster trucks, like how they're made. I feel like that would be fun. So Tyler Duke trying to put something else on the track here with a moonwalk. Maybe pulling out a different version of a moonwalk that we haven't seen so far in Monster Jam history to get himself a nice win. And it's a different version of a two-wheel move that we haven't seen today. Oh, but he's going to roll it over. Going to give him a 9 for that hit, but it's still not going to be enough. That'll be an 11. Up next, we have El Toro Loco. This is Mark McDonald. Oh, he didn't get the kick he wanted on that. I'm going to give him a 4 for hit number 1. Going for his second hit. And not a good second hit either. I'm going to give him a 3 there, which will put him up to a 7. That is the lowest score. So up next we have Gravedigger. This is Morgan Kane. Let's see if he does a little bit of parading around the track first, in typical Gravedigger fashion. It looks like he is. Going for a bicycle and another not great bicycle. I'm going to give him a 3 for that one. That was the best one we've seen so far, but that did not help his scores. What's he going for here? Oh, this is something we haven't seen yet. Oh, that's interesting. But I still think he's going to miss the mark on taking the lead here. But a solid second hit. I'm going to give him a 7 there, which will put him up to a 10. Up next, we have Dragon. This is John Zimmer. John Zimmer really does a good job in this two-wheel competition. And this Dragon truck, oh, not going to get the kick he wanted. Going to give him a 7 for hit number 1. Let's see what he's got here for hit number 2. Looks like he's gonna go for another Paxton Popper here. Yeah, not a good one. Getting him a 2 for that hit, so he's not going to get to pull out a win today. I'll give him a 9. And the last truck out is going to be Neil Elliott in Max D. A lot of these drivers have not gotten the greatest of hits. We'll see what Neil Elliott has in store.
Good work.
Oh boy, on the nose. Oh my, Neil Elliott dancing. Gotta give him a 10 for that hit. Looks like Neil Elliott rung up a great moonwalk for hit number 1 at the Monster Jam store. Neil Elliott was the racing winner, so it seems like there must be like a horseshoe in Neil Elliott's locker or something, as it's his lucky day. Going for a good second hit here. He's dragging the tail on that truck. Gonna give him an 8 for that hit, which will be an 18, meaning that your winner should be Max D. Let me go check that for you, Monster Jam fans, before we move on. Your two-wheel skills winner was Max D. Congratulations. Up next, we kick it off with Scooby-Doo. This is Lindsay Reed. Nice air for Scooby-Doo. Some more nice air. She is putting this truck in the sky. Oh, wow. So she's doing a good job. Nice little save. Another nice sky wheelie. So Lindsay Reed in Scooby-Doo is putting together a good run. Oh, nice little combo, putting it into a wheelie there. Oh boy, she's getting some nice hang time. Another nice hit with that wheelie, so she's putting together a good run. Oh my! And that's gonna put her over. Oh my, maybe not. Yeah, no, that's going to put her over. So I'm going to give her a 28 for that run. Certainly put up a good showing here in freestyle. Up next we have Earthshaker. This is Peter Nyman. We'll see if he can get some good freestyle moves out here. That's what correspondence to his two-wheel run. That was also very good. Some nice air right off the bat. Wow, some nice air off of those cars. Hits the jammer, throws him off to the side, and a little save. Nice. Nice maneuver out of that. That wasn't easy to get out of. But not the level of run that we saw out of Lindsay Reed yet. Nice little combo. This truck sounds like a speedster. It's really funny. Especially with the way the audio is. Oh wow, he cleared the step up. Oh, nice little sky blue. That hit is propelling drivers in some weird ways. So a solid run. I'm gonna have to give that a 22, which will not be good enough for the lead. So the next driver out here in these Ministry of 10 is going to be John Zimmer in Dragon. Breathing fire, no complications with the fire. The what's it called? The flamethrower there. As the beautiful flames fly out of the truck, and a nice start off to the run. The audio is so strange, it's weird. Nice, going on the backside of the jammer. We don't see that very often. John Zimmer could be the first driver to go for a backflip, hoping to get the fans' arms up in the sky in support of the Dragon truck. Some more nice air. Oh, wow. It's hard to get excited when the volume's so low. It's weird. Like, I can't explain it. But we're still getting to watch a good freestyle. That's all that matters. And John Zimmer is certainly tearing it up. Whoa, there we go. And there it goes again. So it looks like he's going for the backflip. I said it earlier, he could be the first. And he absolutely nails it. A beautiful backflip there for Dragon. Nice air off of the tires. So it is a good run to this point for Dragon. He's going to call it quits right there. Blowing some flames. Going to give him a 30, which is enough for the lead. Next up we have Zombie. Oh, off to a good start already. Getting some nice air, announcing his presence. Can't really see anything because of the smoke. Well, the dust, rather. Some really good air, though, for Zombie Alex Danielson. As I mentioned before, trying to prove that he is a great Monster Jam driver and belongs in this international sport. This has been a good run so far. Can barely even see the truck. And now throwing it into donuts is going to make that even more difficult. This has been a good run, though. Alex Danielson is most certainly put together a great 2 minutes to this point, even though he hasn't filled the clock yet, but he has done the best he could so far in his run. Nice air again. This zombie's trying to fly. Alex Danielson also doesn't go for backflips, so I wouldn't be expecting that. Can't even see where the hits are. Whoa, he's gonna cross thread over that jump. I think that will mean that the run is over based on the announcers talking. Yes, his run must be over, so I'm gonna have to put in my scores. Yes, it is. So I'm gonna give him a 26, a good run for Zombie. Up next we have Megalodon. The animal with no ankles, just fins. I'd love to get a glimpse of the good old Alex Blackwell days, and where he's just a captain's curse driver and he's on top of the world. I miss those days of captain's curse. Good hit there for Megalodon to start off his run. Nice combo going from the triple threat pad to the cars. I know I missed last week's commentary, and I've just been very, very busy between college. College just recently started, and it's just hitting me very hard. I got a lot of work that I have to do. And I wasn't feeling well last week either. But I mean, I just haven't gotten the time to make any other videos. But as I get settled in, I will hope to make some more. I also wanted to be live streaming the Monster Jam season kickoff show on Monday, but sadly I'm going to be unable to do that because I'm going to be in school. I really wanted to, and then I realized, wait, I don't get home till like 9 o'clock. Because I live on the West Coast, so I'm getting home at like 6 o'clock my time. At that point in the day, I'm going to be tired. I'm not going to really have the opportunity to get this stuff together, especially because it's probably going to be over by the time I get the chance. A good run right now for Alex Blackwell. Hasn't really been spectacular, though. I think he needs to pick up the pace just a wee bit more. However, that was some nice air. So that's going to be the end of the run. I'm going to have to give him a 24. Just not going to do it today. Up next, we have the Monster Mutt Dalmatian. This is Cynthia Gauthier. Some solid air. That jump would give you huge air if you sent it that step up. This was before Cynthia Gauthier's elite days in the stadiums from 2019. But this is before she established herself as a top stadium driver. Looks like the tail is ready to come off. She's just bouncing into everything. Oh my! That was a hard landing. She's lucky she didn't bust one of her organs on that hit. My goodness, that was a hard impact. Oh boy, some more nice air. She is in France, I think. No, I don't know, but I think she hasn't gone for her first backflip yet in her. Well, I don't think she's landed a backflip yet in her career. I believe that's what she's going for right now. I don't remember. Either way, she lands the backflip. The tail cover comes off, and Cynthia Gauthier is going to continue her run. Oh boy. The time is up, so her run is over. It's just spinning it into a celebratory donut. I do believe that was her first ever backflip. I'm going to have to give her a 35, which means that your new leader, taking the result in first place, is Cynthia Gauthier. Up next we have El Toro Loco. So the results of this freestyle have really been good. We haven't gotten anybody who scored below a 22. We've seen some great freestyles out here in Monster Jam. And now we have the professor of the slap wheelie. It is Mark McDonald. Blowing the smoke out of the nostrils. He's the heir to Lupe Souza. Took over Lupe's job as the primary El Toro Loco driver and getting some nice air off of the cars. The 7th truck out here to freestyle. He's got to beat a 35. Gonna try to pull a rabbit out of his hat here. Not gonna be easy to do, but maybe he can. Maximum amount of points that I can give is a 45, so he will have about 10 points to work with. So will the rest of these drivers over the evolution of this freestyle. Sometimes it's all about drawing up your freestyle before you even go out there. Whoa, what was that? Can't draw that one up. But sometimes it's all about drawing up your freestyle before you go out there, planning out certain hits that you want to make. Mark McDonald is one of those guys who will do that, has things he wants to do in his run. And he's going for some really nice air right now. This is a guy that you can't despise the way he freestyles. He's a good freestyler, and it seems like every freestyle is different. He doesn't have one type of freestyle, you know. I always try and mimic when I'm driving in rigs of rods or something. I always try and mimic a way somebody drives, and Mark McDonald is probably the hardest driver to imitate, just because he doesn't really have a defined way of driving. I mean, he's a slippery guy when he goes out there and freestyles. I mean, he does different things every time. Sometimes he'll go for sky wheelies, slap wheelies. Sometimes he just goes for big air. He'll try and get a save. You know, he does something different every single time he gets out onto the track, and it's amazing. He's just stirring the pot out here in Monster Jam, and he does it very, very well. He's got such great control of his truck too. I mean, he's putting together a good run right now. Time is up. So that's going to be the end of the run. He's going to blow some smoke for the fans. Got to give him a 27, a good run, but that is not going to be enough for the lead. And up next we have the nationally known Monster Jam machine, other than Gravedigger. It's Max D. Some huge air flinging himself right over that first hit. You've got to get your presence known early on in your freestyle. You want to have hit after hit of consistent hang time, especially with such a high score to beat. Oh my goodness, that was huge air. Oh my gosh, he's going down to the cellar and digging out some hardcore hang time, Neil Elliott is. My goodness. Hold on to your trousers. Neil Elliott's out here and he's flying. Or hold on to your shorts. Whatever you feel like saying. I don't care. Neil Elliott has won the first two competitions today. He's trying to pull this Monster Jam truck to yet another win, but it's going to be pretty difficult because Cynthia Gauthier has a good lead. Wow, more big air. This truck just loves to fly. I mean, he's bringing the dead out of their coffins with some of his runs. I mean, he's just such a great driver with such big air. Especially this one. I mean, he's most definitely on pace to put up a great number here in freestyle, but he obviously is going to need the backflip. But that was some more huge air. He's got to find the perfect allocation for that backflip, though. When is the time going to be right? I mean, he's just getting so many great hits. It seems like his engine has popped. Oh, that's going to be the end of the run. I'm going to have to give him a 31. Up next, we have a Monster Energy. This is Todd the Duke. We're going to have some fun out here in Lyon, France. Seems like the structure of that body's a little bit shaken up. The nose is no longer on this Monster Energy machine. Some more nice air. Todd the Duke in Monster Energy, man. What else can I say about this guy other than absolutely so exciting to watch? Anytime he's out there on the track, you never know what he's going to do. He's going to race. He always tries to improve his place on the list of the top 50 drivers of the year, and he always makes a bid for that #1 spot.
No!
Oh man, it seems like he's been shut off. Hopefully he can refire. Hopefully refired. Sounds like he has been refired. Just a piece of advice, if you're watching Todd the Duke, you may want to be careful what you're holding in your hands. You don't want to be holding like an egg or something, because you may lose it or drop it. This guy absolutely tears it up, and he'll put you on your feet. But it seems like we've got a little bit of a trend here. This truck has been shut off now for a second time in the run. He has been refired. I think he's going for the backflip. He is going for the backflip, a good one. So let's see what he can do with the rest of his run. Todd the Duke, Monster Energy. He seems to be searching around for something. Oh my, he's going for a bicycle! That's pretty creative. Don't back up, Todd. I think that may be the end of his run. Must be like slime or something inside that machine, because that truck just is not working right. He's going to have to back up. I'm going to deduct points because he put himself in that position. The light is still green. He's just been shut off so many times. A nice lap wheelie. Oh my! That truck's on its lid. Gonna have to give him a 27. He had his thumb on the rear steer trying to get it saved, but it's just not going to do it. Up next here we have a Gravedigger. Gonna get a nice dose of bad to the bone with every freestyle. Controlled chaos, that's Morgan Kane. Always has a way to have good management of his freestyles. But it's going to take a player to be able to beat what Cynthia Gauthier did out here based on the way these other runs are going. You're really going to have to step up your game. But you know what Morgan King can do. This dude throws it into he shifts himself into another gear when he's on the track and he needs to step it up. He represents the Feld Company well and the Gravedigger name very, very well every time he's on the track. Wow, more big air. It's lucky he didn't crack a disc in his neck. That hard landing. He does have to back up. So that's going to cost him some points, but he gets them right back with that big hit. The end of his run, though, is on the horizon, and he's got a lot of points to make up. Oh my God! Morgan Kane just sent that bad boy out of the surface of the step up with some huge air. He's tiptoeing on the line of insanity right now with some hits that he's making. I mean, that was some massive hang time. I mean, this truck is it's taking flight. Going for the backflip, the truck looks crooked. I don't think he cares. The truck looks like it's busting an appendix by the way it's just bending. He doesn't care. Full send mode has been activated for Morgan Kane, and that's going to be the end of the run. I'm going to have to give him a 33. I don't think that is good enough for the lead or the win. It was a good show today. Let's check out the freestyle winner. It was Gravedigger by a little small margin, but you know what? I can't complain. It was a good show. Lyon France definitely gave us a fun time. So, as you see the upcoming commentary schedule, we've got Cedar Rapids next week from 2016, then Swedesboro 2018. The next 2019 show will be Glendale. Then we're going to have 2 days back-to-back of Monster Jam All-Star Challenge action, and then Houston 2019 kicking off the rest of the second quarter shows. But I can't wait for the Monster Jam kickoff show. I'll see you then.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.